Alright y'all, so in this video you're going to be hearing a lot of fans because they had to dry out everything and they did not come today to pick it up like they said they would. So my life is a bit of a mess, if you can't tell. It is a bit of a mess. I legit didn't even know what day it was. I screwed up Tuesday's school drop-off because I thought it was Monday. Like, we had the snowstorm and then we went right into the ice storm and things like that, and yeah, just jacked your girl up. But I said today is the day. I'm gonna go out there to that stinky garage and I'm gonna itemize everything that I lost so that I can hurry up and get it over to insurance. They did good thing already pull out all of the old insulation, you know, the drywall and things like that, and set up their fans and do dehumidifiers. Oh, that's how you say it, to go ahead and dry everything out. Now, you guys know in August, my water heater burst. Like, not the pipe, the actual water heater, but it was not to this extent because I could actually go up there and turn off the water heater. But with this one, with the water, since it was the pipe, I went up there, damn near killed myself getting up there, number one, because I don't have a ladder. That's why I would like for the water heater to be pulled from the attic, because who put it up there? Who thought it was a good idea to put a water heater in the attic? Number one, it's unsafe. If something's happening or it's leaking, I can't visually see it, you know, to save my ASS. And so I am going to have to eventually get that bad boy taken down. That's going to cost me a few thousand because insurance and home warranty is not going to cover that. So I will have to get that worked. That's going to have to be done in 2024. But I could not turn the water off because it was the actual pipe, and so the water was running in the house for like an hour because I had to call my brother. It was icy out, and so I had to wait for my brother to get here. My dad and my brother got here around the same time, and there's two places outside by the street and we couldn't figure out which one, and then one was like stuck. It was like welded together, and I'm just looking at my house like I'm about to watch my house just go underwater. I'm going to be swimming under the sea like SpongeBob. But luckily we got that turned off, and it's a lot of damage, but it could be a lot worse. I'm not really feeling much stress, which is weird, probably because I've been through a lot of repairs. But I would just say, you know, having insurance and home warranty, they both come in clutch. I'm trying to get everything done because I hit my 1 year with my home warranty, and I know they're gonna drop me like some hotcakes whenever February 24th comes up. So I am trying to get everything done before they drop me, because I can feel it coming. That way, you know, I have the bigger things off my list. I'm sad because the things that were like outstanding on my list, I could never get to because a new repair would come up. But I went ahead and just called the plumber for like 50 million things, girl. He's coming out tomorrow, and I will send all of those invoices to home warranty. So I'm hoping he can look at the dishwasher and just, we can both come to the conclusion that I need a new dishwasher. Why is the water leaking in the kitchen? My toilet yesterday, when they were setting up these fans, took a crap. So I probably need a new toilet because I can tell that someone tried to seal it in the back, and so it's been leaking. I've had a bucket behind it, and this was going to be the month that I called the plumber on that anyway. So that overflowed yesterday, but luckily it did not make it to our rooms like it did last time. And the water pressure in my bathroom is very low, and it takes a long time for the water to heat up, and I'm kind of scared now to see how the plumbing is. So I just need to go ahead and get that done now before my house fills up with water again. But yeah, girl, I think that was pretty much all we needed to catch y'all up on what's happening in Diana's world as a homeowner in a nightmare of a house. But I will say I'm not stressing much about it because the way I see it, let me scratch that. When all this started, I started my cycle and I literally thought I was going to die. I was in like a dark hole and I wanted to crawl into a hole, but obviously I have my kids and I can't do that. But I really did think I was going to lose my mind. But now saying that, now that I am back and my hormones are in check, I feel okay. The builders of these homes they don't have a good reputation, let's just say that. They cut corners. It is quantity over quality, and I now know that. Now when I hear this name to run, I don't even want to look at the dang house. But the good thing is that I'm getting everything replaced with higher quality. I'm getting the things that they cut corners on fixed, and soon I do have faith that everything will be, you know, in good working order, and then the repairs that I have will be kind of, you know, months apart and not so big. Okay, this is the next day. I definitely I didn't even get halfway through the stuff out in the garage. So that's probably gonna take a little bit longer than I thought. But I had to just come on here really quickly because I have 2 plumbers coming today. One specializes in like leaks and the other one's gonna check my water pressure. And so one of them said that they were coming, which is a whole 2 hours before he was even supposed to be here. So I'm kind of like ashamed because my house looks a mess. My house looks like what my life is right now. But I'm glad that I'm getting it done. I will share the cost with y'all. Hopefully it doesn't knock me out of my seat. But I realized today, like last night, my toilet was making bubbles. It was like bubbling, so that lets me know, yeah, something's clogged. But it started leaking. The kids' bathroom has always leaked, but now mine has started leaking. Like the seal around the toilet has started leaking. So I'm like, perfect, just go ahead and come on. So I'm going to try to really quickly get some cleaning done before he gets here, but it will probably look a mess when he gets here, to be quite honest. I do still have to keep the fans running. So the restoration company came this morning. They have to keep them going for at least 72 hours. So they will be here tomorrow to pick them up, which is good because I don't have a thermostat. They unplugged the thermostat. So the house has not had any air circulating or any heat circulating, but it's been like high 50s and high 60s. So God is good. Okay, I have not had to touch the thermostat. Hopefully that lowers my electric bill, so I have something going for me this month. But yeah, your girl's riding the hot mess express. But today I am going to prayerfully get through all of the mildew clothes, salvage what I can, get everything documented, and I'm going to show y'all the document that I have started. And this is similar to what I did when I rented, which I'm going to share a little story time because that saved me over $1,000 doing this. But I just want to make sure, you know, I'm very detailed. I include all of my pictures, all of my receipts, and so there's not, you know, anything holding up my claim. And so it'll just make it a lot easier for the poor person, whoever has to go through this document and look at everything. So that is the plan for today. I'm gonna give myself grace. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna get everything done because I'm probably not. I'm just going to try my best. Okay, so I didn't get anything washed. The plumber is here. I will check back in later. All right, so the plumbers are finally done, and the cost isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So 2 different ones came out. I had them fix the leak on my kitchen sink, so we got that fixed. I had them turn my handle for the hot water in my bathroom the correct way. I had him look at my shower head, or just my shower in general, because the water pressure was very low in my bathroom, and also to fix the clogged drains. And that came out to be $357.16. So whenever they send me my invoice, I'm just going to send that bad boy up to home warranty. I've already called, paid the service trade fee. So that will get reimbursed because that is part of my policy. So thank God for home warranty. I am left with a bit of a mess in my shower that is extremely gross, so I'm gonna have to get that cleaned up. I got the house cleaned up, looking better, and he did tell me that pretty much it's my shower head that is shot. He doesn't want to charge me, like, he just said it would be cheaper to get a shower head and install it myself. So I'm gonna go to Lowe's a little bit later on after the kids come home, so that I can get a shower head. Hopefully they are not too expensive. And I'm also going to look through my policy tonight for my home warranty and see if that is covered, if they will cover me for a new shower head. I just have to wait for the invoice so I can see the plumber's notes, and hopefully he put that in there, what he said, so that I can send it up and get reimbursed for that. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I don't know why I thought the bill was going to be like $2,000, but it wasn't. And even with the plumber that came out after my pipes burst, he actually found that there were 2 pipes that burst. So that was only $157. I thought that was going to be an arm and a leg as well, so I was pleasantly surprised about that. And what is so weird is that I had the hot water running. Obviously you want to keep it at like a slow leak. I had the hot water running, but I did not have the cold water running because the water pressure was like pretty much nothing. The water pressure for hot water is not as strong as the cold water here, just in general. And so I thought for sure, like, I screwed up. It's going to be the hot water side that burst, because I assumed that it was the hot water side that was frozen, but it was actually the cold water side. So yeah, I just paid him the money. I'm like, just tell me how much it is. I paid him the money, pleasantly surprised. But I am going to have to save up to get the water heater brought down. That is something that has to get done this year. I would like it done within the next 2 months because I'm paranoid. I am traumatized, and I need to make sure that this big tank is not above our heads in the living room, and it's not right above my car in the garage, just in case something happens. I need to be able to put my eyes on the water heater to see if it has a slow leak, if something's whistling or whatever. I need to be able to see that so that I can possibly, you know, save my home. Okay, I want something like this with a handle that I can use. But also, I kind of wanted one that was square, and it doesn't look like they have one. So Okay, I just decided to take this down because we were struggling to get like through to the back rooms and the kitchen, so I just decided to take it down. Now that the blowers and the humidifiers are gone, just so we can have a little bit more space in the living room. Unfortunately, I have been I've been trying to call my adjuster because obviously nothing can really happen without the adjuster sending in the estimate, and he wanted to come and take his own pictures and things like that. And so he's kind of playing a big role in all of this, and he's from out of state, so he's not their regular adjuster, and I can tell because he's not responsive at all. The restoration company had to call his supervisor just to get him to accept phone calls. I was supposed to have my estimate late Monday. It is now Friday, and I still don't have it, so I really can't do much. You know, I can't, my daughter's calling me. I really can't do much until he gets the estimate. And I don't want to live like this. I want my garage. You know, I'm paying my mortgage on time every single month, and the house that I pay for has a garage, and that is what I want. I want my garage. It's kind of hard for the house to regulate because I'm missing all that insulation and things. Yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you answer my phone?
Okay, I was getting to the phone. What do you need?
Are you at home?
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Preteens. Anyway, yeah, but I am a little frustrated about that for sure because it's just been a hot mess. He has not been able to answer my questions. When I call my insurance, they're really helpful, but they're just like, have you talked to your adjuster? And I'm like, yes, he's my first line of contact, and I'm not really getting any do this or do that. I'm kind of just winging it. And I definitely did not finish itemizing my list, but I did get through 2 bins of clothing. I think I'm just gonna skim through what's left in that pile and see if anything's worthwhile to put in that list because I'm getting tired. I'm ready to just get it sent up, let them look through it, and hopefully it's a smooth process because of how I am structuring it. But if it's like a little dingy 10-year-old t-shirt with holes in it that I should have let go years ago, I'm not putting that, you know, on that list because I don't want to itemize every little thing, every little sock. So I'm just gonna let that go. But as far as anything else, I'm gonna do one last run through and hopefully get that sent up by tonight. Okay, so I want to end this with good news. I did finally get through everything that I couldn't, you know, wash or recover. I got through my itemized list of things, and I'm going to share my screen just so I can show you guys how I did it, and I'm really hoping that it makes it easier for whoever has to go through this document. Home repairs, damages. So you guys can see I started like in my Google Drive, I started a whole new folder of home repairs and damages just so I can document everything. So I just threw everything in here. I still have a lot more things to put in here, a lot more things, but I just wanted to get started. So the latest repair I have a separate folder for, and I just have all of my pictures and stuff in here and communication invoices that I need to send over. But for the actual document list of things that got flooded out, I put what it was, the date or an estimated date in which I purchased it, and if I have the receipt, then I put in the receipt and how much it actually was. So I didn't want to just you know, throw something up there and didn't actually have the photo, because I know that that's going to hold up the process. They're probably going to call me, or it's going to raise some eyebrows. So I just wanted to be truthful and show them that I am being truthful by putting in the picture that I took after it was damaged and the actual receipt, so that they can see how much it is. And if I only get a portion of how much I paid for it, oh well, you know, it's better than getting absolutely nothing. And if it was something that I bought that was a name brand, or I bought it from a particular store, I made sure to put that in there as well, instead of just saying like, you know, shoe rack. I put that I bought it from Walmart versus Target. That way when they're trying to find a comp, it will be a lot easier. Or if something was a lot more expensive, I put in all of the features and where I purchased it from, if it was stainless steel and it had a USB cord or whatever. I just made sure to put that on there as well. And I sent that bad boy up. It was about maybe 16 pages. I sent that up last night, so I feel like I have that weight lifted off my shoulders. The sun is out today. I'm feeling really, really good. The sun is out. I feel positive. I had my contractor come, and he gave me an estimate, and he's always just so generous with his pricing. And so he is free next week, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pay him out of pocket right now, just so I can get started. We can get started on getting my wall put back and my ceiling put back, so I can get in my garage. I don't want to wait. I just want to get it started. I did originally want to use the company that my insurance recommended, but when I called them, they said that they really don't have a preferred contractor, which was weird. And I wanted to go that route instead of using my actual contractor, because if something came out to be a lot more expensive and they lowballed me, they're going to be more willing to pay the contractor what he wants, because they have that relationship. But based on the estimate they gave me and my contractor's pricing, we're going to be good. So I'm going to go ahead and pay him out of pocket if he gets completed with his work before the insurance check comes in. He'll have his money, you know, he won't have to sit around waiting for that. So I will go ahead and get that done. But yeah, I'm happy to be home. I'm happy to be out of the hotel. And the crazy thing is, like, being in the hotel for like 4 or 5 days, I was just so grateful to be back in my home. Even though my home causes me a lot of stress, my home is still my home, and I'm just happy to be here, and I want to, you know, just be here instead of somewhere else. So I survived. It's over. I'm going to continue to go forward, and because that's all you can really do. And you know, whatever else comes after this, okay, I'll get through it too. It's not the end of the world. Last thing I have to do is send up my invoices for my hotel stays and the food that we ate during the hotel stay, and then I'm going to be done with the personal property, you know, living expenses side of the claim. And then my the person writing up the estimate, we've been back and forth through email. My adjuster did not. This is why it's important to take your own pictures and videos. I sent it to him after he sent me the estimate. I'm like, you're not even accounting for half of the damage. And so he did mention that the adjuster's photos did not include half of the damage that he was seeing in my videos and photos that I sent over to him. So he does have to add in, you know, more line items and funding for that. So I'm really grateful that I did take those pictures and photos. And that's one of the things that I have learned being in a home that has had multiple repairs. Like I told y'all, before I even got in this home, when I was house hunting for like duplexes, I want to learn. I am going to get whooped, but I need to learn these things, and I need to learn how to navigate certain things and know what I'm looking at. And since this is like my 5th, 6th, 7th repair, I feel like, you know, I'm proficient at this. And so I navigated it with a lot less stress because I know what I'm doing. I know who I need to call. I know what I need to do, what I need to send up, what I need to document on my end. And so that is a blessing in disguise when it comes to all these repairs. And when I'm ready to jump out into my next property, I know exactly what I need to be looking at, because experience is wisdom, and I choose to extract, you know, that part of it, learning and applying it to my life going forward versus sulking in the negative emotions that are doing me no good. So I'm gonna leave what I don't need and just take with me what I need, which is, you know, the lessons, the wisdom that I've extracted. And so I think that's why this time around, like, I'm kind of chill. I'm kind of cool. I'm cool. I'm doing okay, and I am surviving. But I also think I mentioned earlier in the video that documenting these things did save me $1,000 when it came to my last duplex. And so moving out of my last duplex, we were there for 4 years, so we were there for quite some time. But as I'm moving out, I'm taking videos and photos, and I learned to do this from, once again, experience, because I didn't do that a couple of rentals before, and it came back to bite me in the butt, and I had no proof to say, hey, I didn't do this. So I documented everything. I made sure I took pictures. Once I got the room cleaned up and everything moved out, I took pictures of everything, the wall, you know, little things that were maybe dented and dinged so they couldn't say that it was worse than what it was. And they sent me a bill like when I had about 2-3 weeks, maybe a month after I moved into the house. They sent me a bill saying that I had damaged the walls. It was just a whole bunch of stuff. And so I'm like, I sent them out of my Google Drive what I had documented and saved, and they were not happy. But they basically said, like, okay, so they just scrapped everything and made it seem like they did me a favor, saying that, you know, okay, so we'll drop the charges and things like that. So I didn't have to pay anything. So that is my advice for any of you guys, whether you are renting or homeowners. Just make sure that you document every little thing, because people will try to play you. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up this video. We're gonna get started with our repairs next week. I might document that as well and then break down the cost and everything. Yeah, but I will catch you guys next time.